Well, hello and welcome to the final game. Today we will be seeing if the Bfdi contestants have what it takes to survive Squid game. Simple, push each other of 3 different towers and the players alive after the 3rd win. These are the finalists of this year's games, and feel free to hop over to the jump rope or hide and seek video, but the major points should be covered here, and let's get right into it. The first group of finalists rises onto the pillar. Coiny, Pencil, 8-Ball, Dora and Fries all ready to play one more game. Only 4 more people rise up to the tower. As last night, right after lights, fighting broke out. Pencil strikes first using 8-Ball as a bowling ball to immobilize Book, who can't stab him properly due to his stronger material and her weaker strength. Fries and 8-Ball fight Winner and Needle, leaving Book to Pencil. With no help, Book can't fight back as Pencil starts choking and stabbing her until she is dead. Meanwhile, Fiery and Coiny spent their time trying catch Dora, who easily outran them. Lollipop manages to kill Basketball, and as she approaches to kill Grassy. Snap, Lollipop falls to the ground as Pencil appears behind her, although she doesn't say anything, just walks away. That's 3 down, 9 to go, so let's jump into the point of the video itself as Timo wins the vote 5-4. Everyone takes a look out as the exit is shut and the only other way off is a death drop. The rules of the game are announced. Only 3 players need to die. They hear the button rising behind them. The first round could begin at any moment. And as Pencil presses the button, the 15 minutes begin. Coiny tries to work with Needle, but she rejects his offer as he decided to keep playing the games. Coiny gets frustrated and is considering trying to push her off. Until Fiery comes over to them and pulls Coiny aside, taking him to the other players on Team O, where Pencil suggests they work together so none of them have to die. The 4 players on Team X can only sit around and hope they are not the targets while the O players discuss who to kill. Pencil suggests going for Needle, however Coiny and Fiery are hesitant. Cause of that, Pencil suggests Winner, and everyone is fine with it since half of them have just met Winner in the games. Meanwhile, Winner is comforting Grassy after everything that's happened, and while he is doing this he is constantly taking worried glances at the team of 5 discussing as he notices they are looking at him, realizing he is their target. With this new realization, he keeps looking for anything that can help him. As the others continue discussing how to safely eliminate him. He wonders if he should try getting Needle or Dora to help him, but doubts they would. Even though they voted to leave, he still thinks they'd throw him under the bus to live. Eventually Winner tries to take the pole out and it works, but before he can celebrate, Fries charges at him, knocking him down, sending the pole rolling away. Luckily the pole heads to Grassy, who picks it up and is forced to back away as the O players get closer trying to take the pole. However, seeing Winner in trouble makes him realize he has the weapon, so knowing they will stop if someone dies, Grassy charges forward, knocking down Coiny, who was first in line. Grassy's gamble was correct as Fries surrenders due to Winner about to take over the fight and the fact Coiny is already dead. With Coiny dead, the 4 down, only 8 remain as we move on to round 2 of the game. The start button appears at the center of the tower and yet nobody dares to press it, not just yet. Pencil is upset they lost one, meaning the teams are now even, only to be reminded the X team is not united. Meanwhile, Winner and Grassy grab the pole and hold a strong position at the center. Meanwhile, Needle and Dora are on either side of them, preventing the O team from being able to make any moves. As the time passes, both Fiery and Fries just want to attack them, and conflict brews among that team as Pencil tries to stop them. But it's 8-Ball of all people that gets everyone to stop for a bit, as he suggests a plan which, although risky, might be the only way to get someone off. The tension on the platform is high, with both sides staring each other down, and when their guard is low, the O team strikes. Pencil, Fiery and Fries all attack the center, with Fries and Fiery going after Winner and Grassy while Pencil duels Needle. The platform is chaos, however the chaos is planned. And during the distraction, 8-Ball sits in the background and begins to gain momentum, slowly rolling his way into the middle of the fight. Until bang! He crashes head-on and sends everybody flying different directions. And Needle was the unlucky one who got launched over the edge, bringing us down to 6 players. Scattered and confused, everyone is trying to recover quickly, thinking the round isn't over, not hearing Needle fall. Only to be proven right when they realize someone did die, but the button was never pressed. Winner runs for the button and the round truly begins. Right away Fries charges towards the vulnerable 8-Ball, breaking the O alliance. But he is stopped by Fiery, who is upset he turned on them, getting knocked to the ground, and the two begin to fight. Meanwhile, 8-Ball continues to roll closer and closer to the edge with what looks like no chance of stopping. But at the last second Dora appears and catches 8-Ball, saving him from falling off. Fries and Fiery continue to fight and everyone is trying as hard as they can to avoid it, but despite their best efforts it is still too risky. So being the nearest one to the pole, Pencil grabs it and charges directly into the two, sending them flying over the edge. Fiery manages to grab onto the edge and Pencil is standing over him. He thinks that she is going to help him out. She drops him to his death, only 5 remaining, and the round is over. So is your survivor prediction still alive as we enter the third round? Sorry for the incredibly long wait, I just didn't have the motivation, totally did not get locked out of my account. As the bridge extends, Pencil pushes past everyone and grabs the pole, taking her position at the edge of a platform. She watches cautiously as Winner, Grassy and 8-Ball move past her and onto the third pillar. Before stepping onto the middle of the bridge, trapping Dora on the other side and threatening her with the pole so she doesn't try to make any attempts at attacking. But that doesn't stop her as the clock ticks down with 20 seconds to go. Dora charges at Pencil and they start fighting for control of the bridge. Meanwhile, the other 3 watch in shock as Winner is holding 8-Ball back from interfering. The two keep fighting, and with only a few seconds to spare, Pencil knocks both Dora and the pole of the bridge and walks onto the platform as the bridge retracts. The button appears as the final 4 players are standing around the edges of the platform. Nobody wants to make the first move, but they can tell Pencil is focusing on Winner. And predictably, she is the first one to attack, going straight for him. However, she struggles to take him down as Grassy is helping him defend. Luckily for them, 8-Ball takes the chance to charge at Pencil, knocking her down and sending the duo back. His victory doesn't last too long as she strikes back and sends him rolling across the platform. At the same time, he bites her arm, dragging her along with him. Winner realizes what's about to happen and rushes in to try grabbing them, but it's already too late. Both Pencil and 8-Ball roll over the edge, with 8-Ball falling directly to his death. Meanwhile, Pencil is barely hanging onto the platform.
Winner turns around and goes for the button, whereas Grassy rushes forward to go help Pencil. Pencil is a little happy seeing Grassy trying to save her, but then she hears Winner press the button, officially starting the round, and realizes what's going to happen. So she decides to let go of the pillar, officially ending the round and the game, leaving Grassy and Winner as the only survivors. Alright, you guys finally got the video you wanted, even if it is 6 months late. Good job to the people who guessed Grassy or Winner would win. Again, sorry about the wait. I'm probably gonna make a few non-Squid Game videos similar to these ones, but I also plan to try out a different kind of video soon. Flashy, if you are watching this, it's been a year, but I'm finally gonna be covering your games. Anyways, bye.